You've built a housing budget of $725,000. At that price point, you expect daily comfort and breathing room. But if you live in the East Bay, specifically a place like Antioch, that budget usually caps out at a modest 1,800 to 2,200 square foot home, sitting on less than a quarter of an acre. On top of the mortgage, you absorb some of the highest property taxes in the country and a daily cost of living that constantly drains your cash flow. Then there are the baseline anxieties. You navigate a school district that averages a C+ rating and community safety metrics that keep you on high alert. It leaves a lot of high-earning professionals feeling trapped. You make a great salary, but you still feel constrained and house poor. You solve this equation through geographic arbitrage, reallocating your current equity into a market that shifts the financial advantage back to you. Staying in this specific Bay Area market forces you to compromise your daily domestic life, simply to maintain a coastal zip code. Let's look at a specific target for that exact same $725,000, Fishers, Indiana. In the Indianapolis metro area, this budget places you in the luxury segment of the market, granting access to exclusive off-market listings that rarely hit the public MLS. Instead of a cramped starter home, you step into 4,400 square feet of modern layout, complete with high-end finishes and dedicated home offices. The property lines expand out, too. You trade that tiny patch of grass for an expansive half-acre lot. The question is whether this physical expansion actually creates a better daily life, or if the math leads to relocation regret. To answer that, we have to strip away the cultural debates and evaluate this move strictly as an asset allocation exercise. This comparison matrix maps how your budget behaves in both environments. Antioch offers Bay Area job access, but forces you into a highly constrained living space. Fishers secures a massive property with room to breathe, but requires navigating a completely new real estate landscape. That larger Midwestern footprint offers a distinct advantage. You enter a steadily appreciating market where a premium property has robust potential for long-term equity growth. Securing that growth requires friction. You have to execute a cross-country move and build a new local network from scratch. The mathematical upgrade in your housing is undeniable, but it requires sacrificing the familiarity and the topography of the West Coast. Once you look past the property lines, you have to weigh the public infrastructure. Compare the local school systems. Antioch Unified sits at a C+ average, while Fishers' Hamilton Southeastern schools consistently earn an A+ rating. This A+ translates directly to your kids' daily experience. It brings strong extracurriculars and graduation rates near 99% without intense resource competition. This graph maps local crime data. Antioch sees 607 violent incidents per 100,000 residents. In Fishers, that number drops to just 73. That 8-fold decrease brings immediate psychological relief. Parents here regularly let their kids play outside without constant worry. Moving to Fishers shifts your family's baseline anxiety, trading geographic prestige for measurable peace of mind. Now let's look past the purchase price and analyze the monthly operating costs. This flowchart tracks a typical paycheck. California income tax takes up to 13.3%. Indiana takes a flat 2.95%. With lower property taxes and utilities, a California family's $7,200 monthly expense drops to $4,900 in Indiana. You save over $2,000 every month. That reclaimed cash flow goes straight back into your pocket. It funds college accounts, your family vacations, or accelerates your path to retirement. Keep in mind, this math hits its peak efficiency if you are a remote worker or can secure Midwest employment that matches your coastal compensation. When executed correctly, this arbitrage takes a strained monthly budget and turns it into a powerful wealth-building tool. We have to acknowledge the environmental trade-offs. Leaving the California coast means dealing with the realities of the Midwest. Indiana brings true winters with heavy snow and summers that get noticeably humid. You also leave behind immediate access to the Pacific Ocean, mountain ranges, and the specific cultural density of the Bay Area. You have to accept these environmental and topographical downgrades as the strict price of admission for your financial and spatial upgrades. Let's map these variables to see if this move makes sense for your specific profile. Fishers is the right play for remote workers retaining their salaries and growing families who prioritize daily safety, tax relief, and A+ schools. You should avoid this move if you struggle with seasonal weather changes or if your career requires daily physical presence in Silicon Valley. If you value the quality of your daily home environment, your children's education, and monthly financial peace over coastal geography, reallocating your budget to Indiana is the logical next step.